we go. And hello to all of you.
Well, the gang's all here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
No, I cannot hear you.
Damn.
You silly, not sound-producing sound, you.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back. Sorry for the
Yes, we
delay.
do.
My brother appeared to have needed help when I went to grab a breakfast, and so I did help him.
You are a good big brother.
Thank you.
I mean, what's new though, buddy? You're always doing something for your family.
Fair enough.
Your family ever done something for you?
Good question.
Say they give me money to feed myself and a home to live.
Okay, that's honest.
Which is something.
I mean, but that's kind of expected of family.
That's like the minimum.
Yeah.
And not even some people can do that.
I sometimes get to enjoy games with my brother.
I'm working on creating an Eldritch War summoner.
I just want to take a moment to appreciate the power stance on this Golduck.
Yeah.
Just-
It definitely does look like it's about to do the frickin' do it.
Yeah, that Golduck. Also, we're all floating on the water, right? Are we Jesus?
I assume we are just standing on like just the tippest part of like the frickin' what is it, like a shoals when it's shallows? Yeah, where it's like we just conveniently found the spot where the shallows are like less than an inch.
Yeah.
It's like the barest requirement for... This is totally not land, guys. See? It's wet.
Again, I wouldn't be surprised if in the Pokemon world there was like some kind of passive ability that some like water Pokemon could have, where it's like, okay, we can turn the water solid for our trainer to stand on. But then again,
Seems legit. Actually, hold up. There is one kind of
Why?
which looks like it would do that. This iceberg Pokemon,
yeah,
Avalugg.
yeah.
Oh yeah, one of the most forgettable Pokemon.
I wouldn't say. I mean, yeah, Avalugg kind of is a forgettable Pokemon. I tend to remember Avalugg more because it also reminds me of a particular monster from Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
I do remember him because a streamer who was responsible for getting me interested at all into competitive Pokemon, who was like doing stream requests and such, actually used Avalugg quite often. More relatively, at least.
Yeah, I think that's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
Hard to tell when you're not you're not the other part of the society. And honestly, I could see myself remembering Avalugg. Like it's got a distinct enough shape and theme.
I mean, yeah.
It's not
here's the
like,
thing.
for example, one of the dozens of different fish or bird Pokemon, right?
I mean, here's the thing. Yes, like Avalugg is one of those Pokemon that's like, oh yeah, you do remember it, but the question is, you remember what gen it's from?
Yeah.
I don't remember what gen from most legendaries are, so that really doesn't count.
I want to say he's a Gen 5?
It looks like a table.
I think it is Gen 5.
I want to say 6.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. I can also be like, yeah, I can also see Avalog in 6.
Because the thing is, like, I want to say, I swear I remember him because I at least remember a sprite of him, but that could just as easily have been a fan-made thing.
Yeah.
Or something from a side game, or whatever.
You know, always with the speed, I feel like the speed of your streams and how much you are progressing in game has devolved into how many spaces you can actually cover without meeting another tentacle or a Pelipper, because you literally just moved 2 right there.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I'm gonna try... Fuck. I want to say that, I've got this weird feeling that when I'm navigating with the control stick, it takes more steps than if I use the D-pad, but I'm not totally sure.
That sounds almost like the hold B to make a catch rate higher kind of logic.
Well, because the thing is, like, you know, with the D-pad, you're taking discrete units, but, like, it might be doing something weird with I don't know. Because it's analog. Again, that might just be a thing that's in my head.
Hey, I'm gonna brew some chocolate milk.
God damn it.
Argo, I did not know you were so resistant to the idea of chocolate milk.
Oh, I like chocolate milk. I mean, strawberry's better, but
Fair enough.
I was about to counter this particular monster, and its little minions decided to hit me instead, which ruined my counter plans.
You know, Argo, if something like strawberry milk was as readily available for diluting in milk through this chocolate dust, except the strawberry dust was readily available, I would be willing to give it a try.
I felt extremely lucky that for a while in my store they were carrying pre-mixed strawberry-flavored milk.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, like, I don't know if they just don't carry it anymore or if they just haven't gotten it in a while, but it's not there, and that makes me sad.
Well, yes, there are some pre-mates, but if you actually buy those, it's actually a lot more cost ineffective, like a lot more pricey than if you were to just, you know, buy some milk, buy some chocolate dust and do it yourself.
Conrad, that is the classic time cost versus money cost.
I don't know. Making
like,
this sort of thing doesn't really take much time, in my opinion.
But it still does take some extra time, and you also have other issues like, it also means that you have an extra, you know, spoon to wash.
There's also the fact that if you do it wrong, it's not gonna taste as good. Either not enough or too much.
I can see what you mean, Conrad, but for me it's also a matter of when I wind up getting the strawberry or chocolate milk for myself, I usually go for like this like premium brand stuff that's made from like very creamy cow's milk. Yeah. So it's meant to be like especially a real treat for me to get.
Allow me to counter argument. The time you spend going to the store, buying this milk one after the other, like one time after the other, actually takes up more time than just buying this sort of dust one time. And also, as for the taste, it's actually better because you can adjust what kind of proportion of milk to chocolate flavors you actually want. It's actually kind of like part of the experience that I savor, that first I add in a little dust, do just a slightly sweet kind of taste, and then gradually add up as my sweet tooth grows with the amount of chocolate intake.
Which I mean, fair enough if you want to make it more intense.
Yeah, do whatever.
Okay, here's another counter argument then. The milk that you're using to the normal milk that you're using to mix it, is then that means extra milk you have to buy, whereas if you're buying it already pre-made, that is milk specifically for that, and you're not wasting...
Counter-argument, Oracle. In your milk actually is the kind that spoils over weeks to months. Mine is the kind that can actually last up to years and even not in a fridge.
Well, I would say that's a case of that's only a component of it, and honestly, I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I would get a thing of chocolate or strawberry milk and I intend to have it last in the fridge more than a few days.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust milk that lasts over a month.
I mean, there is like UHT milk.
Yes, this is exactly the kind of stuff that I am talking about. The kind of, what's it called? Repeatedly boiled, then hermetically sealed within a container kind of milk.
Pasteurized.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
otherwise sometimes known as like shelf milk.
Yes. That's actually that's actually kind of a very logical name of putting it.
Yeah. Look, why even argue? You can always agree that chocolate milk is awesome.
I mean,
Chocolate milk, well, not my thing. I'm glad that people got out.
I was just having fun sharing those perspectives on things. I didn't really see it as an argument.
What are you saying, Andrew?
I was just gonna say, for me, I'm just thinking about how the latest thing of freaking trash taste I listened to was the episode about hentai and how fucking passionate that got, and it's like it could get a lot worse in terms of arguments over silly things.
Yeah. Actually, there is one more thing to the argument that I will make. And now I'm not going to assume what brand you use, but the most common and the most well-known brand of like flavor powders is by Nesquik, and I believe Nesquik is a Nestle product.
Yes.
I mean, that's why they call it Nesquik.
Yeah. Yep. And fuck Nestle.
Oh yeah, I stopped. I used to love their chocolate milk, and then I found out how evil they were, so I moved on to a different brand of store-bought.
Well, if that's the case, then let me assure you guys, Nestle milk is actually not what I've decided is the most tasty of milks, and I shall now post a picture of the kind of thing that I am making use of in the general chat. Just for those interested.
Do you drink your Ovaltine?
I don't think
Novelty?
people outside of America get that. I barely get that.
And I've never even heard of this.
Mix fix.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a lesser, more local brand.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that giraffe, that just screams store brand.
Mm-hmm. Like, looking around the labels, it doesn't even have any languages on top of it other than Polish. It's gotta be a local thing.
It's reminding me of like Terry the tiger.
For me, like branding has broken me, because I see the giraffe, and for some reason I think that's a Toys R Us thing, even though that's not a toy product.
Yeah, you're right.
Because that frickin' giraffe got burned into my head. And for me, I enjoy a nice, loftily named Promised Land milk.
Promised land milk. That actually sounds pretty dope.
It is very good milk. Like, as I understand, the big thing is that they get their milk from Jersey cows that I guess have a higher milk fat content, which is why it's a much creamier taste.
Yeah.
It is going to continue to be weird to me to run into Steelixes in the wild, just because in my brain I always associate them with the thing of like, oh, they have to be Onyxes with the metal coat or whatever on them.
Yeah, that throws
Yeah,
me
right.
off.
Yeah. I mean, if it was just like level things up with steel coat, that would actually be fine, as you know, you can actually find some Onyx with a steel coat attached,
Yeah,
like it's like a 5% chance. But the trading part is what puts you off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you always bugs me.
Speaking of bugs, I just gotta say, Argo, it's a surprisingly diverse cohort that you've come up with for that last game of yours. It's cool.
Bro, they are bugs brought together by common purpose.
So, concept.
Remember Layla, right? Argo, when we visited the capital of Arcadia, we had a meeting with what seems to be servants of Layla, and they are different changelings, which are stylized after Hollow Knight designs.
Okay. 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 Fair enough. Well, this is good question.
I mean, yeah, if you...
Still in the void.
What was that?
Meanwhile, Shinka is still in the void.
Yeah, not really.
Well, what would you call the Matrix?
The Matrix?
And it's more of a fairy chaos.
Yeah.
It's
See,
a Faraday
Void
cage of chaos.
Void implies the lack of stuff.
Actually, speaking of Faraday cage, I was just watching the Venture Brothers, and there's a scene where Rusty is like, "Okay, that's it, mister. You got a timeout. Go stay in the Faraday cage for 10 minutes." I'm just imagining. That's one hell of a timeout.
Yeah, so that way they can't use their... Well, I mean, they can use their phone, they just don't get any, Wi-Fi access.
I know, but that would freak me out if that happened.
You know, I find it amusing in a way that you just happened to in-game use the Moo Moo milk when we've had a conversation about that just a while ago.
You know, I've always wanted that meat, you know, that big hunk of meat on a bone. I also wanted to try
Oh.
Look,
Yeah.
things I want to try.
I mean, Moo Moo milk is just milk, like...
But it's supposed to be like super good and creamy. It heals wounds. Like, water in this bottled water in this universe first field street. What is in the water?
And the super specialized, expensive, store-shelved medical potions heal just half as effective as regular water.
Hell, sodas heal more.
And then, of course, there's the lemonade.
Well, yeah, it's lemonade. Why wouldn't that heal? I mean, it's got the water in it. Like, if you make lemonade, you have to use some of the water in it, or at least some of the
Oh shit, guys. I'm sorry, I just had a realization why that is so. Imagine, Pokemon is a game for kids. Maybe they did so intentionally as to encourage children to drink water and milk because it's actually healthy for them.
You know, you might actually be on something.
Perhaps.
Like, that's not even a joke. That actually might be the reason.
Oh, you know, another way you could look at it is that it's not so much as healing wounds, it's more of a... Because if you look at HP in the context of, you know, Pokemon battles being a competitive thing, HP is probably more of an abstract of, like, fatigue.
That is fair enough. Imagine what a frickin' energy drink would do.
Yeah.
Well, that's just XP.
That makes a lot more sense. Because who in the game as a kid ever used X-Speed? By naming it like that... Huh.
It's like awakening is coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
coffee is okay, just as long as you don't overdose it.
I'm just imagining that then following this logic, the ice heal is just a thermos of hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Yes. And now I'm thinking of that TF2 snowball fight, and the medic is just giving the heavy some hot chocolate.
Oh, dude, that video, that part of the video was so fucking comfy. I could see that IRL.
Yeah, that. You know, it's all fun and games until somebody makes you.
No, don't finish the sentence. I know.
Okay, the piss ball. Like that's to be expected. It's going around. People.
Well, you know, there's the other thing, which is the, I've never experienced snow, but I've only heard of this. If you compress the snowball hard enough, it basically does just become a rock.
Oh, yeah, that's a dick move. That's what we like to call a dick move. Now,
Yeah.
because here's the thing. If you throw a snowball with a rock in it, you're an asshole. If you compress it so it's as hard as a rock, you can feign ignorance, and that's what makes you a really big dick.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a hard thing because you need to compress it somewhat, just slightly, as to not have your snowball, you know, just kind of go into pieces mid-flight, but you can't do it too much, or else you'll hurt people.
Exactly.
Suppose snowball fights are a game that teaches kids responsibility, or at least could.
Now, what I wish I could get into is like a big old Nerf war. Or hell, a
Okay.
snowball fight that actually looks like one in the movies.
Okay. You know, we've just talked about like sensible and
Are you okay, man?
You know, Conrad.
Yes, and healthy, like,
Green.
playing stuff, like, not throw condensed snowballs. I just remembered what I used to do as a kid with my classmates, and you're probably gonna think I am exaggerating.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so when winter came, we took a bucket of a bucket from the janitor's closet, like we asked for it gently. Then we got some water from the bathroom, got to the far end of the playground, threw this water as to intentionally make puddles of ice. We did this process repeatedly as to create our own little, like kind of like an ice ring, kind of a deal.
That's kind of clever.
And then we proceeded to do standoffs where we'd be in the middle of this ice ring and we would headbutt each other to see who would be able to remain standing. Like literally running and headbutting onto each other in the snow, on ice.
Conrad, considering everything else I know about you, this is entirely consistent with what I know of you.
Yeah, dude, you just described Canadian gladiators.
You just described that one scene from The Simpsons, without the pots and pans.
Exactly.
Really?
Let's be honest, when we were kids, that shit makes sense. As an adult, I look back and be like, God, I wish I were a kid. Because then I could actually do shit like that, and, you know, not look like a jackass.
Yeah.
God, it's like the one time my dad made my my stepbrother and I crossbows. Like they were like
What?
cheap, like plywood. Essentially, you'd get like 2 pieces of plywood and then you know, a bit of like elastic or whatever, and essentially made crossbows. And even like sharpened some like wooden pegs to give us bolts. He just straight up made that for us. So it's like, yeah, you can go play with these. And we were super upset when my stepmother got home later that day and immediately was like, destroy them.
Aww.
And looking back at it,
What?
I love and hate your mom.
stepmom.
Your stepmom. I mean, it.
Yeah.
On one hand, that's a cool thing your pops did. On the other hand, that was really irresponsible. Really.
Yeah, I am surprised my stepbrother or I did not shoot each other with these crossbows.
Maybe that's the reason that they got destroyed in the first place.
Like, let's destroy them before they shoot each other.
Yeah.
Can relate to that. My cousin and I used to craft wooden swords out of spare planks when our families weren't watching, and then beat each other up with them, and they took them away too. But man, crossbows, that sounds even cooler.
Yeah, it really does.
I mean, to be fair, they were almost a non-existent poundage. Like, the danger would probably be like, oh, they
Take an eye out.
yeah, you can still take an eye out, yeah.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah.
You'll run up the phone bill, kid.
Oh look, Zosma met a fellow centaur. No, you're retreating. I thought that you would do like a sad stand-up kind of deal.
So,
I guess can't blame ya.
apparently in Galarian, a reef claw is considered a fine delicacy. A reef claw is an aberration. And it looks like a lobster in the front and an eel in the back.
Yeah?
How did they cook that?
In a pot?
Yeah.
No, but think about it. Think about it. If you do that, you'll boil the eel part of it. Like you can boil the lobster, yeah, but
Boiled eel is a thing.
And you can always just, like, chop off the eel part?
Yeah. Exactly.
like spoiler for Stone Jackal.
Oh no. I am spoiled on a very common enemy you fight in any sort of shoreline in any campaign that goes near the shore.
I'll-
The Hagen, the shark, the goddamn kraken, that one ghost pirate who's asking you to return the slab.
Bran, I'll be real with you. Although I've seen you mention this name before in the chats, till this day I really have no idea what it is. My bet was that it's like probably like a Shakes and Fidgets spin-off or something like that.
Skulls and Shackles is a campaign for Pathfinder. It's a pirate campaign.
You know, like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually one of the few campaigns where legally you can play a character who's not exactly a good guy. And nobody did pussy at you.
That's actually a good thing that they're introducing that. There's been a bit of a lack in that regard in the
This
official
campaign
models.
is years old.
It's like 10 years old.
Yeah.
That might actually explain why, well, it's actually this old, because back then people maybe used to be a bit more, you know, trying with youth and stuff.
It's Pathfinder
See, okay, the thing is, Pathfinder does introduce, every few years they do have a campaign that allows for players to be evil characters. I believe there's an upcoming campaign for 2E. I think it's like the Frozen Flame or something like. No, actually, there's one that's like the Dead Lords or whatever. I can't remember the exact name, but it's the idea is it's going to be a very heavy necromancy-based campaign, with
Ooh!
the intention being that the player characters may indeed be undead themselves.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
I mean, you can play necromancer as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing not as many details are coming out.
No, it's yeah. All
just-
they've said is they're introducing a bunch of new undead race ancestries. One of them, which is literally skeletons. They're basically animated skeletons that have gained sentience.
Oh my god. You know what I just realized?
What?
We're gonna see so many stands of papyrus build.
Or people have already been like, okay, making Brook.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just want to take
skeletons got popular.
I just want to take a moment to appreciate the NPC logic here. This total stranger will be a good way to see if I have what it takes to own the Pokemon League's Elite Four.
I love this character. Yes.
Wow,
Like,
nice.
that is beautiful.
Just wait till you beat her.
Oh my god.
You know what is quaint? She's actually kinda right about her logic, because she is not ready.
And we are, in fact, the main character, so she could beat the main character.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go take on the E4 with 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, unless one of them is a level 100 Mewtwo, I don't think she has a chance.
I mean, unless she, like, okay, even my EV, like, not in this game, but in other games, even with an EV trained team, you still want to have more than 2 Pokemon for the type advantage.
Yeah.
So, Clefable was Pokemon number 1.
It's just another Pokemon meant to revive somebody else, right?
Is sending in toward Terror? I mean, Okay.
Her
I
team
mean-
would be destroyed by steel. And poison. Yeah. Yeah, her team
Remind
would
me.
be destroyed by steel, poison,
Fire.
fire. No, wait. Torterra's neutral to fire. The ice.
I did super
Definitely.
effective with fire, so
Right. Yeah. I thought Torterra's supposed to be neutral to fire because it's ground.
You're thinking rock.
Right. Yes. Rock is the yeah.
even though ground is super effective against fire,
Yeah.
because typing.
The little guy still hasn't evolved yet.
No. And yeah, he's not gonna like that.
What did you just do to me?
That was very, very.
I thought he was gonna pull off a
Yes,
nice.
kid. Yeah, you wanna have a go at the big boys? Sure, have a try.
Playing with the big boys now.
Classic song.
Oh, definitely. Okay, definitely a little goofy, but goddamn, that was a great villain song.
Took me a moment to remember what that was from because I was the original first in Polish, but yeah, agreed on those points.
Yeah, Prince Jesus, great movie. Still holds up there.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to their animated movies, I mean, The Road to El Dorado is just it is a blast to watch.
Same with Sinbad. Road down the road is what happens with the rogue and the bard get on the
Yeah.
adventure. Sinbad is what happens with a swashbuckler.
It doesn't appear as if anyone could even try to stand against your might. The Elite Four should just surrender. Yes, I agree. You see reason, random NPC.
Yeah. Also, actually,
She's
no.
out of line, but she's right.
Yes. I just realized. Sinbad from, the DreamWorks movie is a dual-wielding ranger whose animal companion is Spike the dog.
Well, if you're going 2E, you can still be a swashbuckler with 3 archetype Beastmaster.
Ooh, yeah, that's or he could be a dual-wielding slayer with
I mean, there's no Slayer in. No Slayer in 2E, and Slayer is one of those classes that doesn't really need to exist.
I guess.
Because, like, isn't Slayer just basically a hybrid between Ranger and Beast?
Pro. You're basically a proto.
I'll be real with ya. I have never even anyone use this class. It's just, yeah, its reason for existence is so.
It's kind of there, yeah.
Yeah.
Your first mistake was bringing up the stone.
So I think I only used it because the guy's voice actor was dangerous.
I love the idea that Liberty is just so triggered by the Starlies and Star Raptors.
Kill them all! Kill them all!
Cag.
God.
What is your what is my purpose? You kill Starlies.
God, it's like in Animal Crossing, I want to ban all Seabat.
Wait, what?
Seabat. Okay. The thing is that you're the of Animal Crossing players that there was a lot of frustration because there's a lot of good fish videos that sell for a lot. Like, you get like 3,000, 5,000, those. But see that? 120. And they have the exact same silhouette as the big one.
Oh, that thing.
I just realized something.
In later Animal Crossing, after you catch the first one, they'll even. So there was some games where they'll be like, "Oh no, not this again."
Legit.
So I just realized something that kind of blew my mind right there.
Yeah.
I always thought Hippowdon was a Gen 5 Pokemon.
Oh my God, you're right. It really does feel like it.
I always remember him in Gen 3.
Gen 3. Oh my God, you're right. It is Gen 3.
I think the only reason I think Gen 5 is, I don't know, the design kind of seems Gen 5-ish. And I think Black and White 2, I kept on running into them in the desert region.
That may help, yeah. Also, this dude. Rather than navigating Victory Road, I have a much better time putting young trainers like you to the test. Which is like, you just got lost trying to find your way to the Elite Four, didn't you? Yes,
Yeah.
please help.
I need an adult.
You are an adult.
When I came here, I was 15 years old. I've been living here the rest of my life.
Like, just use an escape rope.
I ran out.
This actually kind of surmises what my experience was when I, as a kid, used to have a shared Pokemon file with my father. And once upon a time, he actually progressed quite a lot into the Victory Road and was like, "Where am I?"
You know, that there is one thing that comes to question when it comes to the escape rope. I assume the escape rope is legitimately a magic item. Because how else would it work?
Like,
I
it,
feel
it,
like yeah, like the only other thing you tied it to before you use it, you tied it to the front of the entrance. You're finding your way back, but no, that's not how it works.
like the animation shows like the rope going up and that's one of those things I've just accepted is it's one of those things where it's like it's a metaphor kind of a thing where it's like, oh, you're trapped down in a cave and you can't find your way out, so you use some rope to get out or whatever. Because otherwise, the literal idea of it being a thing that gets you to the entrance is like, I don't know, it's a rope enchanted with the teleport ability or something. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
That or it's your lifeline that says, "I've fallen and I can't get up."
Now just imagine, like, maybe they should do that in, like, the next game. Instead of having escape ropes, using the idea of, like, friendly Pokemon that help you out, like, with the Biddle from that. Like, you have...
This
No, here's what I want to get a mining helmet and one of those, like, pegs around its neck like those rescue dogs have.
You know what? That would actually be pretty dang fitting.
See, I was thinking...
Yeah.
I was thinking more along the lines of, it's like this SOS button that you press, and you just have this bloody disgruntled, Alakazam or whatever that's just done with everyone's shit getting lost in the cave all the time, just be like, another one!
No, I got something better. It's a Doug trio that looks like Mr. Rossetti.
I mean, that doesn't make too much sense, because Mr. Rossetti is angry at people for resetting, not
Yeah,
teleporting.
he's there to yell at you for save scumming.
Yeah.
Just thinking like a mole and angry and disgruntled and
Yeah, it's
It's
not
funny.
like it's either an Alakazam, or it is a God of War waifu.
Yeah.
Maybe the Pokemon should be randomized and you get like different reactions. Like one who's like, oh, you know, who looks really worried about you and wants to help you out. Another one who looks pissed off. Another one looks kind of crazy.
Send that to Nintendo.
And there's
They
like
need to make use of that shit.
there's like a 1 in 1,000 chance that when you do it, you summon up Mewtwo who just grabs you with telekinesis and flings you out of there.
Yeah.
And that an even rarer chance would be it's Hooper that appears, and he doesn't send you out of the cave. He just sends you to another part of the map.
Yes. That would probably work out better in like an open world thing, but yeah, that would be awesome.
And then,
Wow.
one of these characters could be like one of the executives of the Pokemon company rescuing you.
Oh god, guys. just imagine the speedrunner hell that it would turn into. Okay, guys, here's my speedrun. First I catch a level 1 Rattata, and then I reset my game up until the point where the first encounter on the first step into the wild grass gets me an encounter with a Hoopa who sent me straight to the Elite Four.
Oh god.
Oh my god!
That would actually be kind of awesome.
It really was. I'm gonna work for Pokemon just to do an entire programming thing just to fuck with speedrunners.
I mean, that's if I recall, that's kind of how Gen 1 speedrunning works, where they literally use a glitch that teleports them to the champion room, so they don't even have to fight. They just get to the screen where it's like, "You are the champion."
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like that.
But yeah, I just like the idea of like a random friendly passerby with a personality saving you, and then you get like meme options.
Yeah. Like, cause yeah, that's the thing between this and Sun and Moon. I thought that was really awesome how they put like the HM world travel abilities onto different Pokemon that you can meet.
Yeah.
You just need to give the Pokemon a little more personality to get them, right?
Mhm.
Although with
When you
shooting
say,
the barrel,
Mhm.
that's awesome.
you know, Brent, when you say that meme options, do you mean something like you're just lost and so helpless in the cave, you seek help, you have one last escape rope, and you randomize a Machamp who just double dabs on you and goes away?
So, you know, honestly, I thought you were gonna say it's actual cannibal style above. I thought that was gonna be the punchline.
Fair enough.
Also, if I see a Machamp double jab, oh, why?
God, oh my god, that's an amazing idea. It's like sometimes when you use the fly option instead of it being a flying Pokemon, it's a Marchant that eats you.
Yes.
Okay.
That would. I mean, fuck. Just wait. Remember how there was like the Pokemon rides and how a Machamp was carrying you around? Just do that, except combine that with the fly option that you just mentioned, and you get an animation of how Machamp basically just goes from holding you to eating you out of existence.
Or it's like, oh, an awesome alternative is that one, maybe he'll yeet you, But maybe it's also the thing of he just picks you up in his arms and he takes a mighty leap across the region.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like freaking Superman.
Or, you know, bloody, freaking All Might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No? I was actually thinking... Hold up. Pantheon from the League of Legends. Ultimate.
Yeah, that
Or-
would work.
Actually, I think they actually introduced a Dota champion which did a similar thing not that long ago.
We now you just strength. Of course, you summon different Pokemon that look like they would be pretty strong. Kind of. Then you get like joke options like a magic card that just whacks the stuff.
Or, you know, Happini, as we've established.
Yeah. A PD. What do you call back? A psychic Pokemon just moves it with its mind.
You know, I get the feeling that this would actually add up so much to the whole Pokemon companion kind of a deal and the whole living in the world and feeling how it's full
Yeah.
of those encounters. People would intentionally get lost or do other kind of shit that would allow for such summonings just to get a chance to interact with the world some more.
Oh, another idea for cut. You get frickin' what's his name? The one Ultra Beast just appears out of a random portal, cuts down the tree, and then disappears.
And then, God, that would be the one time where they would have to use the voice line from the anime, where he basically says, "A worthless thing has been cut."
Yes.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong. Who's growing these bushes and making them grow so fast? What the hell? Isn't every gym supposed to be accessible to any Pokemon trainer? What the Pokemon trainer doesn't have a demo cut?
Okay, you know what? Now I've got an idea. Lieutenant Surge's gym was one big mess up by the time you found it, and the tree there was a deliberate thing, because we all know how Lieutenant Surge's thing is. It's the bullshit thing if you gotta find the two things that are right next to each other, and it's randomized.
In a freaking garbage can. Like filled garbage can.
So here's what I'm thinking. Lieutenant Surge needed to get a refit on the gym for whatever reason, but it went wrong. So what wound up happening is he's like, oh fuck, I gotta fix this up before somebody comes in. Someone go plant a tree down in front. Just make it seem like people can't get in yet. We gotta wait for a thing. Someone to come and cut it down. Yeah, we're not being lazy. And then he's like, okay, fuck, I need to get this wire done. What do you mean there's a kid who just walked in? Shit. Just set up some switches and some of the equipment. That'll work.
Honestly, it is starting to make a little more sense.
Or it's like it's coming right down to the thing of where it's like there's not even an actual mechanism. He's just saying, "Oh yeah, just press a button on it," and it waits entirely until the point of he's like, "Fuck, am I ready? Okay, do I got everyone healed up?" Oh no, you didn't hit the right button this time. Just wait a moment. Fuck, where's the cameras? We're supposed to have the cameras to film these things. God damn it, people. Okay, alright, everything's working. Oh, you hit the right button this time. Congratulations, you can fight me now.
You know? You know what this all came down to? He was spending too much time with the episode. He left the ship right as the player did and just beat him into the gym.
Here's another lore idea. Maybe, introduce a new Pokemon, or there are plenty of existing Pokemon that could do this. But there is literally a grass type that is going around, planting all these trees. And I can just imagine like you have this like super boss encounter with this Pokemon that's so sick of you cutting down trees, and it gets a power increase for every tree you've used cut on.
Oh,
My God.
that would be something.
That was evil. I love it.
Yeah, Pokemon doesn't really do super bosses. There's only one that I can think of, and
I mean, you could probably say, like, the big post-game legendaries are kind of that, but yeah.
Really, it's not that you can beat him easily, it's catching him the hard part.
yeah.
I mean, maybe you could say that's what Red was in Gold and Silver?
Yeah, Red was kind of meant to be a super boss, I guess.
Which was really appropriate. What's he doing up there?
Be right back.
If one interpretation is that Red has the same sense of direction as Zara.
Yeah, he's just thinking to himself, how the fuck did I get up here? And then he just turns around, he sees gold, and he's like, crap, fight up. Just holds up the Pokeball, and the gold's like, oh, you want a battle? Alright! He's just so embarrassed. And you know, Red is only talked once. And then only when he talked to the Mimic Girl, and we only heard what the Mimic Girl said in response to what he said.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, it's like when you encounter Red and Blue in Sun and Moon. Blue basically does say it's like, yeah, Red. He's never much a man of words.
Yeah, it's right up there with, Gramps. Everybody's sick and tired about your jokes.
It eventually turns out that Red has like a social anxiety disorder.
You have a really high-pitched voice. Like you got like a Mike Tyson voice.
God.
Well, as long as he doesn't call somebody a poopy head, I think we'll be fine. The duel between Zane and Mad is both my favorite and the least favorite duel in GX.
So, I think this might actually be the first time you encounter Gibble. Like, you can actually... There is a secret spot where you can go and capture Gibble underneath the cycling road. There's a... and of course, they made it much easier by encountering Gibbles and, yeah.
Interesting. Also, if I ever do catch a Gibble, I'm not gonna call it Giggle.
But yeah, the chances of you actually getting it in the that one specific cave is very low, because it's like a 15% chance and it's only like one room, so you have to either have load up on repels to get to that room. Assuming that's if you continue to do the one Pokemon per route thing.
Yeah, I probably won't do that when I do this challenge.
you're pretty much at the end of Victory Road.
Yay.
Actually, from what I remember, you don't fight Barry again.
Really? He doesn't pull a surprise, hey, you want to have a fight while you're at your worst, kind of,
No, because I made it to the actual league without fighting him, unless he fights you just before you enter. Like, I actually made it into the building, so I haven't done the badge check yet.
Ah.
I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm Fred.
He said, welcome. Yeah, never mind. I wasn't thinking. I said something stupid.
Nah, not as stupid as me.
Okay. I'm having beef and mushroom pie.
Okay.
Sounds good. Actually had some beef stew not too long ago that had some mushrooms in it, so that's... I can agree with that combo.
Yeah.
Pinnacle of trainerdom. Let's see.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to battle maybe after the E4.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm probably not gonna be able to battle for a long time because I have been off my game on that. I have not picked it up for a week or 2 weeks.
I mean, there can be a level sync, but yeah, that's if that's how you prefer it.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Danky.
I'm sorry.
He does show up.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a question. So Denki was like one of the characters in the previous campaigns that you actually reached like a final ending kind of a deal, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, see, I was actually meaning to ask about that. Did you finish off the god by using a Denki Gamma?
No, I just literally punched him in the face.
It was a sword.
Really, I thought it was a punch.
As I recall, what happened is Good Doggo gave Denki some encouragement, and then Denki, I think, did do a punch, but Liberty did do a fair bit of softening up, like the shields and other things by using a sword.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wasn't fully interested, I just wanted to make a pun.
Yeah, but we was just...
Well, too bad we got onto a tangent.
Yes.
Fair enough. I brought it on myself. Also, the U-turn has a lot cooler animation this gen. I'm glad for how often this move gets used.
High horsepower.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Actually, Snorlax with horseshoes on would be...
No. That would
Hmm.
like,
Yeah, just loading up my game. When I just turn my Switch on, remind me. Have you seen the? I need to watch it myself. But have you seen the trailer for the new Kirby game?
I saw it when like the first time dropped for the One Direct. It does look pretty neat.
Yeah, there's a new one that's been released a couple days ago.
And that's where the one clip you sent came from.
Yeah.
Assuming that was a question you posed to all, not just Ola, say no. I'm not really interested in the Kirby series. I was never fond of that blob dude.
Actually, when you realize that the entire stomach is
What?
he quickly digests enemies.
It's magic.
He's a black hole.
He's someone's Bork Bennett. Probably is, if we're being honest.
Why do you have to do Kirby like that, Brent?
True.
You know, it's that frickin' Family Guy meme. Like, yeah, I literally just sat down.
What the fuck starts the conversation?
Yeah.
It's fucking Snorlax.
So, just now there was like this. Your Pokemon avoided your move with a shout and the heart will appear. So is that like the affection mechanic in this game?
Yeah, like pretty much ever since Gen 6, they've included this thing where if you do little extra things with your Pokemon on the side, they get an increase in affection, and that will result in some bonuses in battle. And that was in fact how a part of how they did the evolution for Sylveon.
Right. Just didn't realize that, you know, this gave you edges in battle rather than just evolution and your Pokemon being happy, which honestly felt like more of a goal for me, would feel. And question, does this actually translate to multiplayer?
I don't think so. Because I don't think it's activated during the times that I played with Argol and Bren during...
Yeah, no, it does not activate during multiplayer because that would be broken.
Oh, yeah.
And especially like if you know anything about competitive Pokemon, competitive
Yeah,
players,
I thought that could be the case. I just wanted to make sure because I was worried it could be the case.
Yeah. It's the reason why Smogon rule sets ban bloody evasion, which I think is stupid because you can easily defeat evasion with, you know, short hit attacks, but
Yeah, I bet you they honestly they just like they use the excuse of whatchamacallit, gets you negative experiences in the game as a we want to be just kind of newbie friendly because that's the newbies that generally just get owned by this strategy, and to reduce the queue time as this tends to actually result in more drawn out battles than other ones.
yeah. You kind of see what you're getting at, but Smogon isn't so much for noobs as they kind of want a standardized set of rules, and they want it to be something where there's always like you can always predict the outcome based on Pokemon and move usage, and you know, accuracy affecting moves completely throw that prediction
Well, the thing is, I would say the very fact that there exist moves that are meant to, one, not always hit, and that are meant to also assist in the increase of accuracy of other moves makes that kind of a dumb ideal.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, fuck. Maybe we could actually see other sleuth be used in a game as a thing if they didn't ban it.
It's also the reason why
With Sweet
the,
Veil.
the official battle format in Pokemon is doubles, because doubles opens up far more variety in Pokemon usage and team synergy. Except,
Wait, that first sentence of yours. This is the official format, is like... Oh, so it's like just one of the legit options. No, you don't mean that it's the more prominent of the two, right?
yeah, so Smogon is a fan community for Pokemon competitive battling.
Yes.
It is very prominent, whereas official, like, if you go to a tournament, your official rule set will be doubles.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hella surprising for me. I have been living a lie all this time. I thought doubles were more of a fun-based thing than the other, like, I thought things were the other way around.
No, you're thinking triple.
No, like, triples were basically the same thing to me as doubles.
Yeah.
I think triples were a lot more, at least in my experience in the single player, a lot more kind of chaotic and weird. Like,
Yeah.
rotation... Okay, the rotation thing was kind of neat. But it was an awful lot of stuff to go through. Because that one, at least, I feel like that's interesting in that there's the strategy of, like, okay, anticipating what the next Pokemon is going to be and all that.
That's a different thing. There's triples and then there's rotation.
I suppose doubles are used over triples, not just because of the number, but also because in doubles, single target attacks are still as much valid as AoE, not like AoE pretty much taking over, correct?
Yeah, I think it also is also kind of there is still, like, one of the big things that you can do in doubles, of course, you focus attack on one Pokemon. In triples, like, it would be so devastating to essentially wipe out one Pokemon in straight off just by ganging up on it, and you don't really have to worry too much about, like, type effectiveness or anything like that, because just the amount of damage going to it.
Yeah, 3 extreme speeds or something like that, and
Yeah.
wow, much skill, so wow. I'm amazed.
What's extreme speed? Well, it's when a Pokemon's speed becomes extreme.
But yeah, the big issues with the doubles format in official tournaments and that, as I've said it before, is that they allow legendaries, and yet they ban mythicals.
Right, that thing didn't make sense, yeah. Answer me that though. If doubles are actually an official thing, why are they such a rare occurrence in the campaign?
Presumably, it's easier to design encounters around one-on-ones.
Yeah.
Really? That's the only
That
reason?
could be it. Like, we don't really know unless they officially.
Yeah, or it could be just like they make it beginner-friendly and all that. Although there was an interesting thing in that there was kind of the exception to that with the GameCube RPGs, where double battles were the standard.
Yeah.
Which, after I'm done with Arcadia, I'm definitely gonna be trying
Game of Darkness.
I mean, I'll give Denki slash Barry this. Like, he's actually being pretty hard. I mean, it probably doesn't help that I didn't heal up first, but... That's a dialogue. I have no reason to freak out. Everything is fine.
Also, that
Oh
last
my
one,
God!
sick burn, that's actually really fucking legit.
Yeah, that's actually... You're gonna need a bird heal for that one, Ash.
And I don't think he can afford it.
Ah, Pokemon dialogue. So I will... Oh...
I have a question for you regarding that the character from the second last picture of the last comic, like this brown-skinned, purple-haired girl. I think her name was Iris.
No, that's Sabrina.
No, like the last comic, second to last picture.
Oh. Yeah, that's Iris.
So, what's she like? I never watched that gen, so I'm actually kind of curious. What kind of character did they make her?
To describe her? A bitch.
At least early on.
It was really irritating for her to keep having her call Ash a kid. Like, you kids should know this, or something like that. When... Okay, granted, she's a gym leader, but goddamn, was she infuriating.
I mean, she wasn't a gym leader at that point.
Oh yeah. Also, she had a freaking Pokemon in her hair. Like she was Ida the Owl Lady. That hair has
What?
to smell.
Which, by the way, Andrew, yes, I love the fact that you did that with, Watcher.
I thought, yeah, why not? It's a fun little thing.
Yeah. I will always laugh at what extreme speed is. Thanks, Brock. Hey, wasn't there also a moment where a Pokemon, where one of the trainers like, yeah, I have a variety of moves, and it's all normal?
Yeah. But of course,
Like, he had like a strike guy, right? And it was just...
yeah. So, we can't forget the best Brock line. Unironically,
Flying man.
it's like, I've turned my frying pan into a drying pan.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's lines like that that make me forgive Pokemon's dub.
He is the hero, the silent hero of, not the silent, but like the background hero of the whole thing.
So, let's be honest, 4Kids' dub could have been better.
Yeah, this team should do. I think I will go and pick up some milk. Just to get that nice last bit of heal.
Yeah, Argo, you might get a chuckle out of this one.
I'm eating at the moment, so give me a moment. gym.
Brock's gonna need a burn heal on that one. I forgot how sassy this dialogue could be.
Yeah.
Like, there's some keepers. Damn, Misty.
So, you know, I can't really remember much about the Gen 4 E4.
Neither do I.
Because it's like, I mean, Cynthia really overshadows them all.
Yeah. I mean, it helps that she, like, shows up at the start and kind of is a through line for you. That, yeah.
Is one of them Flint? Or is that Gen 3? No, because Gen... Because I remember... It's like... yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, Flint is the E4 because he's supposed to be the fire type, and yet... You know, there's only, like, 2 fire types in this region.
Yeah. Okay, gonna save. Alright. Let me confirm that you're qualified to challenge the Pokemon League. To do so, I'll need to examine the gym badges you gathered from around Sinnoh. Brick City's Coal Badge, Eterna City's Forest Badge, Veilstone City's Cobble Badge, Astoria City's Fen Badge, Hearthome City's Relic Badge, Canalave City's Mine Badge, Snowpoint City's Icicle Badge, and finally Sunny Shore City's Beacon Badge. Man, these things look like shit. Have you ever polished them?
I would if they would let me!
Like, I think the idea is that you can only really do it with the touch controls.
Yeah.
I know, exactly.
Which is like, I wish they could at least let you just, like, highlight it with a cursor and tap a button or whatever, or rotate the control stick to kind of have that motion of, like, polishing it or whatever.
No. Remember the last time Nintendo legit let you do that?
I mean, at least the control sticks on the Switch are not hard, ribbed plastic.
Yeah.
And so welcome to Pokemon League, Aaron the Elite 4. It's good to meet you. Oh, I should explain. I'm a huge fan of bug Pokemon.
Hey, you know what I love about bug Pokemon? Old shows, some stuff, but they're flammable.
I'm more just amazed that a bug Pokemon type is being represented in the Elite Four because they're the most, like... like, at the best, they're shown as a gym type, because they always seem to be the, oh yeah, they peak early and then never again.
You know...
Yeah, like, they're there, I guess.
You know, I just had this amazing... If there was ever to be, like, a crossover between Pokemon and other Nintendo games with like almost like a Smash Bros style kind of crossover element, the perfect bug type E4 would be Agatha.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Freaking Twilight Princess. And just to go with the joke, her Pokemon would all be shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
And she'll sing a little song about him when she sends them out. Or whatever it was that she did. Like, I think it was like a rhyme.
Yeah.
As a kid, and also nowadays too, because trypophobia and such, Dustox's eyes creep me the fuck out. Hence, I can appreciate what those designs, you know, those redesigns did with that as a humanization.
It is
It's
weird,
just
like,
kind of cutting down on the area that's seeable.
yeah. Like, because I think the idea is that it's supposed to be compound eyes, but it doesn't quite fit.
It doesn't look like compound. Like Butterfree's eyes are compound. Sure.
Yeah, I'm surprised they went for that design. Like, they already had a pretty successful package before. Why? Just made it worse.
Changed up.
Yeah, I kind of appreciate experiments. Just feels like, well, just kind of feeling bad for the one that got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, it's funny. I recently heard, like, you know, when you talk about trypophobia, that apparently it's not even actually an official recognized phobia.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely something that people feel.
Well, I suppose, yeah. I guess it would actually not quite fit into the phobia category because it's more of a feeling of being unnerved,
Yeah.
/tripped out, rather than a fear.
Yeah, it's a disgust rather than fear.
Yeah.
Makes me feel like it should have a different name. Yeah.
It's like, okay, you know what that reminds me of? There's an actual, it reminds me of a line from Challenge Showdown. Right? It's like, now that they have been unleashed, we'll have 1,000 years of darkness. Really? 1,000 years? Actually, not even a year. 1,000 years times 4.
Legit.
That's logic.
There's power in names.
Yeah.
Apparently that apparently Challenge Showdown is getting a reboot.
Well, it did technically. Our continuation of Challenge Live is that they couldn't use the very odd.
I'm guessing there was like some kind of rights thing.
I didn't even. I tried watching it, but God, it wasn't as good.
Well, the thing is, it's still done by the original creator. She and like, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's it's one thing to be done by the same creator, but like maybe whoever was like producing it, like whoever's like forking the money over to make the development happen, was like a different person or something.
First episode, we get a mini Omi. They can keep all the voice actors.
Was it Nickelodeon or what?
It's a Canadian show.
Oh right, yeah.
Canada has like a weird law where Canadian shows have to use Canadian actors. That's why a lot of shows that were done by the Ocean Group had a lot of familiar Canadian actors. Yeah.
I just imagine this guy being like, all the Pokemon to bring here, you had to bring the one fire type that's in this region.
Poor guy. So, let's be real. Back Pokemon are also having this bad of a time specifically because while they may have some cool moves, the number of weaknesses they have in return is massive.
Maybe that's why he moved here. Because he knew there wasn't that many fire types.
Oh wow.
But he forgot about one important thing. There's a Starly infestation.
Yeah.
That was easy to beat. Yes, you may proceed. Well, I'm gonna go cry and have some Haagen-Dazs.
Ollie, how do you feel knowing that by the virtue of exterminating all those Starlies, you might have actually changed history and created the very first Elite Four bug champion?
Oh,
With that, I say exterminatus on them birds.
oh god, now I'm just thinking it's a thing of like freaking with Metroid exterminating all the Metroids brought out the X-Parasites.
Yeah.
Exterminating all the Starlies leads to a fucking bug epidemic in the Sinnoh region.
Oh, God.
It is funny though. It's like when you think of like the most like competitive viable bug types, they are always really awesome looking. Volcarona is such an amazing Pokemon, and it looks really cool.
Oh yeah, but a few exceptions, correct.
Caesar.
Scissor's pretty
Actually, Scissor, I hate because I feel like it's such a major downgrade from Scyther.
I don't know, I like it.
Or yeah, Mega Caesar is pretty cool. And I can't help but say Caesar because of the freaking original voice.
And I mean, there's that Z in the middle of its name, so that Zor
Yeah.
feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Argo, let's make it a thing because there were 2 of those challengers remaining for A4. If it's possible, can I choose Scissor? Because I feel like my burning hatred for this change from Scyther is gonna give me strength.
Caesar, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like the name of that one prince that had a rivalry with Darth Vader.
Yeah, Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, it's just the Empire. Doesn't it sound like this?
It was like XIZOR, I think. Shizor.
Shidzor.
Shizor.
Yeah.
Well, he got killed by Vader.
And of course,
Although, to be honest, I will say, if we just take it as a stand-alone kind of a Pokemon, and I don't think of it as a Scyther, like a Scyther descendant, it's okay.
Yeah, because
And I also do feel like darkening the red on that one design actually helps out to differentiate it and make it a little better.
yeah, because I would say I do think Caesar is a very cool design, but there is something weird to like going from these giant scythe blades to clamps. Like the clamps do look like a cool weapon, but it's one of those things that feels like not a direct improvement over the size.
There is another that I would bring up, but it depends on spoilers for anyone that's actually seen. You know, I might leave it in case you haven't seen early trailers for Legends Arceus.
No.
Yeah, I prefer to
Yeah.
just still discover that.
Also, you know, like clamp? Bada clamp, bada clamp!
Also, I gotta say, I'm liking this Elite Four right away.
Yeah.
Hey, you're quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine.
You know,
I'm
it's
Bertha.
weird. He looks like Agatha, doesn't she?
Yeah.
He does!
Well, would you show this old lady how much you've learned? Please, I need to get the adrenaline rolling. I need to feel young again.
You know, I can't help but feel like there's a Scott the Was joke in there somewhere. It's like, you've also got a spine. It's like, oh yes, I am quite known for having a spine.
Yeah. And that would be accompanied with a visual of like Scott the Woz having like a certificate award type thing for most well known for having a spine.
Yes.
That is exactly a Scott the Woz joke.
Of course, you have water
So
absorber.
Scott has his own monopoly.
Yes.
That's what a feel.
That is fantastic.
Monopoly was always like being in the NFC. Everybody's had one.
Okay, you know, I will say this. I think having a Monopoly board is at least have something worth because you have a physical object that you can have fun with.
If by fun you mean great way to start a fight. Like, okay.
It was the Mario Party before Mario Party.
Yeah. You want to lose 3 friends? Monopoly. You want to lose 3 friends quickly? Mario Party.
Really though, is Mario Party as bad?
Mario Party is great.
Yeah,
No,
The
it's
joke is,
Look, it's all fun and games until somebody's like, no, don't steal my star. Don't steal my star. Fuck you!
Or the thing I love from when he did the Mario Party 2 thing is like someone just randomly gets one of the hidden block stars, and it's like, this game is so fair.
yeah.
I honestly really like. I feel like Mario Party has a huge advantage over Monopoly, where in Mario Party you still like with those hidden blocks and bonus stars and all that. It really keeps you engaged all the way till the end with the feeling of like, okay, I still might have some chance. Where in Monopoly it's like a downward spiral and an ever more constricting stranglehold.
Yeah,
It is
because
suffocating.
it really is a thing where it's like The thing with Mario Party is, once you just embrace that it has random bullshit in it, it's just a fantastic time. It's like you don't play a Mario Party to be like competitive and, well, I mean, you're obviously competing, but you're not doing it for like the same reason you like play a fighting game or a strategy game where it's like all the skill and getting the absolute thing. Where it's like, yeah, sure, doing good at the games is good, but you're there because there's a chance that even though you've got 5 stars and you are guaranteed to win the game, someone could still land on chance time or get all the bonus stars at the end and just make a delightful reverse.
Yeah, like good old Bowser communism.
Yes. Oh.
I guess. Whoa! Okay.
Good work, buddy.
One of the things I love with the earlier Mario Party games is when you do get the Bowser space and you land and you actually get the like gain 100 stars or whatever from the roulette. Bowser's just like, oh shit, and just dips out.
Yeah. That was fantastic. I remember the first time that happened, like, as a kid, and I thought that was so dumb that he just runs away, but it's like, thinking about it in hindsight, that is just hilarious. It's almost like he's going, I did not actually plan for this.
I think in later games they replaced that with him giving you stars.
Yeah, it's like it would actually be like a reasonable amount of a bonus thing to get.
Nah, well,
Funnier.
the stars were the black stars that would actually take away from your star counter.
Ah. Yeah.
Basically just stars spelt with a Z instead of an S.
Look, it or E. Ooh. I mean, it is.
And of course that is of course spelt with a K-E-W-L.
Because. Actually, it has been years since I watched Car. I don't even think he does
Yeah, it feels like that is something that kind of after the mid sort of the mid 2010s.
I want to say he.
Idea.
Yeah. I want to say I saw him do like a little bit of it at one point, but yeah, I don't think he really puts as much emphasis anymore.
Because yeah, it kind of just became a thing where people would be like, yeah, okay, we just want to watch your actual review and not care about the side stuff you do.
The side stuff was also pretty enjoyable.
Yeah. Like, it was fun and all that, but I think it kind of eventually reached a point where that was like... There were people who liked the story, and there were people who just wanted the review.
Yeah. And again, bringing back Scott the Woz, like, I think it works for him because of his particular comedy. They are so low effort that it kind of works.
Yeah. Yeah, when it's like, are they making a story or a joke? Like, oh, this is a story.
Okay, I would say, you say low effort. Remember he did an entire special about his having a blue border around his videos.
Yes!
No, he's paradoxically
Low effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean.
Yeah, it's actually kind of like the lazy game reviewer, where, despite the name, he's anything but.
Yeah, like, you know what, I think another way to put it is, Scott the Woz has that late 2000s, mid 2010s internet energy.
Yeah. And just
Yeah,
like,
well, there's some impressive.
and just like the fact that like the Scott the Woz lore is just so crazy. Like they're literally it's like freaking this, what are the names again? Like freaking Target Guy or whatever. I can't remember.
Sergeant Steel Wool.
Yeah.
We have a dude who's literally just called Wendy's employee.
Yeah, that's it. Wendy's employee. Yes. Yeah.
And then there's, of course, the guy who wants to keep playing Gex, but anything but Gex.
Yeah, classic Gex. And of course, like I think one of the better additions was his fake therapist.
Yeah.
How about the guy who kept trying to kill him, but he didn't dead, but he's not.
Yeah, I think that was Steel Wool.
Yeah.
Which I loved how the way of killing him was taping on the word Madden to him to go with the whole Madden curse thing.
Also, I love the fact that Madden is his game, where, you know, how every reviewer has that one game that they latch on to, and for him it's fucking Madden!
Madden 08 specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, what the hell?
Also, the whole the fact that he put like a 40-minute or whatever special all about explaining like I am not an RPG guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then there's the whole thing of it. He's like, how can you hate RPGs when one of it's your favorite? And it's a copy of Madden 08. Because it technically does have RPG elements.
It technically is.
Just, you're not an RPG guy.
You know what? I respect it. Even if he is objectively wrong, I respect it.
I mean, he's also just very wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. There has not been a hint of controversy about it. I mean, there's been controversy in-universe about it, but not out of it.
I think there's a video of someone being like, hey, yeah, you know, you're cool, you can use the N-word or whatever. It's like a black guy, and he's just like, okay.
Okay, that sounds like, that just feels like a trap. Alright? That feels like a trap.
So it's like you're expected to use it only when in the company of specifically just the people that have allowed you to do so. That's fine.
Still seems like a trap.
Oh, the one who allows you has a bad memory. Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I mean, it sounds like, okay, go ahead.
Let's not continue this line of conversation, please.
Oh no, not Phil!
You must drink all the milk.
No, he's God of War.
Dear child, don't assume for a moment that you've won. Jesus, this lady!
Okay, that was.
Like, I kind
Quite
of
a
like
different air
this.
to.
Yes? Yes? Please speak. Conrad?
Counter monkey.
Conrad, are you there?
Oh god.
What?
That crit wanting to be praised.
Conrad, what
Crit
were you
when
going
the
to say?
enemy is like
Damn
a
it!
1 HP.
Conrad, can you hear us?
Oh, yes?
What were you going to say?
When?
Like, I was trying to say a thing, and then you were trying to say a thing, and then I wanted you to say a thing, but then you didn't complete the sentence.
It's like the Rapidash. Land at a crit wanting to be praised when the enemy is on like 1 HP.
Well,
Feels like trampling on the opponent there.
well, dear child, I must say that was most impressive. Pokemon believed in you and did their best to earn you the win. Even though I've lost, I find myself with this silly grin.
This is a surprisingly wholesome granny.
You're
Like,
quite-
are you related to Agatha in any way?
I think Agatha was a lot more of a stern person than this
I mean-
one was.
Okay, it's not just that. It's a similarity in design as well.
I honestly thought that was the only thing that they shared in common there.
And I'm just gonna say, I kind of love this whole thing with her character of how it's like, freaking, has this very sweet granny kind of feel to her, at least at first, but then it's like, you kind of see the bloodthirst kind of start to come out.
She's feeling young again. She gets in the mood. She's probably just gotten peaceful by the time of reaching the Elite Four. She's clawed her way to this stage.
And I suppose there's two ways you could look at it. Either she was like one of the original E4 members of this, or original but early member, and she's just sort of like the veteran of it now. But yeah, she has spent her entire life trying to get in.
Oh, it's this dude.
Oh my god. Yes, I suppose there is a chance like she would be a granny like already on retirement is like, yes, I think I'm gonna get in touch with my grandchildren. I'm gonna go on a Pokemon adventure, and then she became Elite Four.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, guys, idea. That bug kid that is the first in Elite Four is like literally her grandson, and she's there just to pamper him.
Also, my god, this guy with his color scheme and the red afro, all I can see is Ronald McDonald.
McDonald, yep.
Yes!
I'm hating it.
This is what happens when your character designer is hungry and is thinking about McDonald's.
Not wrong.
Oh god, yes! This is painfully accurate. Please just beat this guy as fast as possible. It makes me uncomfortable looking at him.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like afros overall, just adding to what you guys said.
Also, using Iron Tail when your tail is literally made of fire.
How does that work?
Magic.
Of course.
I mean, it really is the ultimate explanation for a lot of stuff in Pokemon. Yeah, you'd think that would be like a thing where, okay, technically it doesn't have a tail, I mean, the tail's made of fire. It should be able to use Iron Tail.
Right, fighting is good against steel.
You know what that just reminds me of? The Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, you meet a primate who says he learned Iron, but he has no tail and he has, you know what's that, right?
My Machamp used Tail Whip.
Copied Cute Charm, but Filk already has Cute Charm.
Duh. It's the Battle of the Waifus.
See, as I recall, Fairy does half damage to fire, right?
Yeah. And kind of, as we were talking about that trainer earlier, that ace trainer, it's like, yeah, I can, if I beat you, I can challenge you for. It's like, she was being shut down so bad.
Yeah. God, I'm just almost imagining with that trainer, it's like she has some weird sixth sense type thing where she can like see the power level or whatever behind a trainer. And it's just like she forgets she's the player character with all of their influence and is just like, oh shit.
You have a scouter?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like supernatural sense, but yeah, that's also a thing. Like, okay, I get they're using fire moves, but like, so far Rapidash has been the only fire type. Which I mean, I suppose should be like a proper way to do it is that you don't just have fire Pokemon, you have like a theme that works around the typing, but still, it's like, wow, you can tell this region didn't have a lot of fire types.
It's honestly surprising that they actually set up an Elite Four that is supposedly based around fire if they had that little fire to begin with. Honestly, why not just make it kind of like switch it up and make it like an early gym with like 1 or 2 fire Pokemon?
Because that would be smart. And look, we love Game Freak as much as the next guy, but ain't exactly Friday started.
I mean, I'll give Game Freak this. The amount of backwards compatibility that they do manage to shove in each generation is astounding. Even though I really do feel like they need like a dedicated like compatibility team just to handle all that stuff so that they can focus on like new designs and stuff.
And it would also be good if they did not completely disregard stuff they've introduced.
Yes.
I want Mega Evolution back.
Yeah, because like, I get that they want to experiment around with stuff and all that, and not always be beholden to what's come before, but like, there's so much cool stuff that they've done before that deserves to be done. Again, like, it should not be something that we lament always missing out on, like Pokemon being able to follow you, and that has to be a feature that is added.
Yeah, it should be the expected, not the every trailer people being like, is there signs of Pokemon following you?
There you go.
So I remember that was one of the big things for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. In one of the trailers, it was like, oh, it looks like there's a Lillipop following the trainer, and it turns out that no, it's just an overworld Lillipop running around in a circle.
Mm.
And where are heart scales? I mean, I know where the heart scales are, but I need a heart scale. Give it to me.
There you
Blue shard. That'd be good.
Three out of 4, eh?
Yeah. And, oh geez, it's almost 1 o'clock. I probably should call it here for now.
We will destroy the Elite Four next time. By we, I mean you, and by you, I mean... Well, actually, yeah, I did mean you.
I'll just heal up so that I don't forget that next time.
No, by you, I mean you, Yevon. That one boss from, Final Fantasy X. Yeah.
Progress saved.
Well, go get some sleep, dude. Yeah, earned.
I mean, I'll figure out a way to bit before I sleep, but yeah.
Yeah. Knowing you, you're probably gonna be up for a bit longer.
Yeah.
I got more work. Gotta work more on my insane summoner character.
Hopefully
Yeah,
that
it's for
turns out
Bruce's
fun.
game. Yeah, the team's. We're going into Boston, where the madmen are. My
Yeah,
character's like, you know, fuck that, and he's like, I'm gonna stay with the other crazy. I'm gonna stay with Bruce and Wayne.
You know, I do like your little setup there with like your different consoles, like the mini consoles there.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Your setup looks awesome.
I didn't realize that the lights turned out, but yeah, I'll get those
What's
charged
that?
up.
It's like it makes together a one big whole. It is the console network, the
What is
console
that?
hive mind.
What's
What
what?
is that SNES, the SNES game next to your Game Boy?
All right, here. That's
that a-
Gradius 3.
Ah.
Yeah,
You're
cause
playing that the other, yeah.
yep. And I like it. I like my shoot 'em ups, and I like Gradius.
Eh, shmups ain't my thing, but sometimes I will admit I do have that urge.
See, in fact, maybe I can show a bit more.
Good night.
You know, you have that you have that plush of that Sylvian just around the corner. It's like it gives off the impression of either a loving partner watching you from behind or a super lovey-dovey stalker.
You got that right there.
You got your Mega Man Zero up the top there.
Oh yeah, I can.
I should say Zero, but yeah.
Yeah. Along with all of my other household gods. See, in fact, yeah, I still gotta find a place for this in the rest of my amiibo collection. Even though I don't play Monster Hunter Rise, I saw this amiibo.
Yeah,
I thought
Magnum
I'd go
Marlowe
for it.
is awesome. One of my favorite monster designs. I've got that one as well.
I reckon looking at this particular angle might just be giving off a wrong impression about the hall, but allow me to ask, Alway, where in your room do you have your space to draw? Like the kind of empty space that you just put a piece of paper on and draw.
Well, usually it's either right here and I've got like a small piece of paper, or I'm drawing on my tablet, or I'm sitting on my bed and drawing on my tablet. I have not done a lot of paper drawing, like physical media, in a long time.
Oh,
I've got a spot down in the
yeah,
basement
I guess.
where I did the 24-hour comic challenge, which I still need to snap pictures of at some point. But yeah, like when I do that, usually I do that down in the basement because I've actually got some space cleared aside down there that I can like have things that I can do with.
And who is that adorable cutie just above your floof duo?
Oh, well, above that there is another duo, which is I got Equestria Girls Derpy.
Oh, that's okay. I kind of yeah.
Here I thought that would be like Tristana from LoL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like the design back then, like that looks kind of goblinoid, yeah.
It's probably just the chibi proportions.
Yeah.
And then right next to her,
Is of course
Sunset Shimmer.
As a straight up force.
And of course I have her that thing. If I could just get you properly set so that you don't fall over. Come on. Yeah. It's. Come on, Sonny, work with me.
She's
All right, fine.
Talk
Just
about
take a
half
rest.
girl, half horse to find hard to find her balance.
Well, I mean, she's had years of experience in the human world. She don't got no excuse. She's not Twilight.
yeah.
You know what? Just lay down. And of course, I know I've shown this off before, but I figure it's worth showing off more because I got my super cool Sunset Shimmer figurine
Yeah.
featuring
Nice.
both horse mode and human mode.
Do you think they actually did that to show it like for that to be, you know, to scale?
I do not think so. I think
they're way too small.
yeah. I always pictured that the ponies would be at least like chest height, from
Yeah.
like from the top of their head to like a typical human chest size. Yeah.
What do you think, Argo? What would their height be?
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
Hmm. It's actually rather interesting to see it contrasting. On 4chan, it was a common consensus that ponies would be waist-sized for like just the perfect kind of size for their faces to be on your crotch.
That's
That
I
sure
mean,
is a 4chan conclusion to come to.
yes.
It was the period of time where I actually graced that place quite a lot. So I
The
suppose I've kind of adopted it
I'll admit
as a canon.
I'll admit I kind of have similar reasons for thinking the chest height, because I mean, one, that's kind of like a reasonably like small pony size, but also because that's just the right amount of height that you can give them a nice hug really easy.
Mhm. And pet
Legit.
from the head.
Mm-hmm. Though I can understand liking the smallness, because you know I've seen those pictures where it's like you just look at them and they're smiling up at you. Yeah, I think I will officially cut the stream off here then, and yeah. Thanks again, dudes, for hanging out with this whole ridiculous thing of me playing a children's RPG.
Next time, do it on motorcycles.
I'll
Yeah.
see if I can't do that.